All right, everyone, let's go ahead and jump back into the Bitcoin price action, discuss what we need to be looking out for, but also potentially the continuation of what we're already seeing that could signal we're just now starting the parabola for Bitcoin, and it could get pretty epic here, as in sending up into those six-figure price targets. First things first, you'll probably have already noticed that Bitcoin is creating a bit of a uptrending channel right now. How I'd like to draw these is to actually switch over to a line mode, a line chart, and then find the most amount of taps on here. It looks like we have a lot of taps on the bottom side. Top side's a bit arbitrary. You could take it from either one of these highs. I'm going to start with this high in the middle here. That makes more sense to me. And then we'll go back to the candle mode, and you can see this is what the channel is looking like. So this technically would be a bear flag, but I don't really care much for flags, and we have seen after Bitcoin starts to break out and get into these parabolas, it likes to make bear flags and disrespect them to the upside, so I would not be surprised to see that happen. Let's go ahead and show you what I'm referencing. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. You can see that's what the 4-hour looks like. Here we go back to where Bitcoin broke out of the $30,000 price range all the way back in 2023, around this time actually of 2023, end of October, November-ish. And we see it vector out of the range, right? Breaking through, similar to how we have now. We do not retrace this vector, and we go ahead and continue to march on up, creating a bit of a flag within here, right? You might consider that a bear flag, but it never breaks down. It just continues to respect it and actually breaks out to the upside eventually, and I would not be surprised to see this happen right now here on Bitcoin. But if it is to happen like this, then you would not expect any lower lows, at least not any macro lower lows. Yes, we can come down and sweep some of the lows within price, do something like that. We got a little bit of poor lows on the shorter term time frame. If I go right back down here to the hourly, these lows are pretty bad. I would probably expect something like that. Probably want to hold these lows, or really just hold at this low, so we could come all the way down here. But as long as we're holding this low, then that would be respecting that fractal from 2023 pretty well. And we do have order flow confluence to suggest this, as I had previously talked about. We go over to our order flow on Trading Light, and you can see we do still have continuation of open interest coming up, CVD going down. So there are more shorts in the market, more shorts being placed into the market than longs at the moment, but price is continuing up. So as long as price does continue up, these shorts are going to be on the wrong side of the market, and you're going to be expecting them to get squeezed at some point. So logically, you would follow trend within channel, and then once these shorts are ready to get squeezed, you go ahead, break trend to the upside, and once you do break out to the upside and squeeze all of those shorts, that's probably where you do actually find some resistance, as we did back in 2023, right? We go ahead, follow this channel, break to the upside, squeeze all of those shorts, and then that's where you actually find some resistance and start to distribute a little bit, and then we see a continuation up. Similar to 2021, if we are fractaling the break of all-time highs here, you would expect breakout, trend up, squeeze, resistance, and then we have a secondary run before the true distribution starts. And the big question is, are we going to have this secondary up thrust if we do break out like this and then consolidate? Or maybe this is where the actual top does come in and it just fractals this area and kind of ignores this side. We are more left translated this time around. I've been saying we're probably going to be more left translated, and the normal 4-year cycle probably is not going to play out. That is based on something like the inverted yield curve, etc. So if I were to just draw some squiggles arbitrarily here, this is kind of what I would expect to happen, and then we go ahead and roll over from there, landing us, who knows, maybe $90,000 to $100,000. I think this would throw a lot of people off guard, because I think there's a lot of 80K callers, and then there's a lot of 100K plus callers. What if we just trap them right in the middle there, don't give anybody the targets they're expecting, and then go ahead and roll over? That would make a lot of sense on a higher term time frame of a deviation outside of this entire range here on Bitcoin. All right, so you have this macro range that we've been in. You break out, deviate back within. That's a very clear Wyckoff distribution schematic on a macro time frame, right? And this could mark a macro top for Bitcoin, as I do expect the next bear market we go into will be an extended bear market, recessionary type event similar to 2008, which Bitcoin has never witnessed before. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts. I would say let's just be watching out on the shorter term time frame. Can we hold the higher lows within here? If it is going to fractal something similar to what we've had on our breakouts of ranges, this low should not get broken. And the big question is, when are we going to see Bitcoin start to underperform a lot of these altcoins? When is the money going to start rotating over? Bitcoin dominance starts to drop, because that will be another warning sign of the top coming in. We go over to Bitcoin dominance and you can't see we do now have a red day on Bitcoin dominance. This could definitely be the start of rotations into more of your risk on assets, the altcoin market, the meme coins, etc. So I'll be keeping a close eye on this. One day is not enough to go off of, but certainly noteworthy as Bitcoin is finally starting to show a little bit of weakness now that we have broken all-time highs, and retail is now piling back into the markets. But yeah, essentially yesterday I was cautioning, hey guys, let's be objective here, not get caught up in the euphoria. But I just want to preface this again. We just got to be patient. I'm really not concerned about price action at all, as long as we're holding this low here. There's absolutely nothing to worry about, and we have no reason to believe that we can't just continue to fly up into much higher prices as Bitcoin is in Honey Badger right now, and it's probably going to disrespect all of these shorts that keep trying to add on to their positions. And today's really just adding on to that case of we shouldn't be worried, because traditional finance continues to just march on up, not showing any weakness. Another green day here on the S&P 500, as well as the Russell is looking like it might go for those all-time highs in the relatively short-term future here. That being said, though, traditional finance is not going to be open for the next 2 days, so be wary of CME gaps that will be made as we are coming into the weekend. I would not expect Bitcoin to do anything too crazy here, but as we've already seen recently, Bitcoin doesn't care about CME gaps, and I think that just shows the bullish momentum of true buyers stepping in and not letting those traders trade down to gaps and other confluences that would normally go ahead and get filled on the charts. But yeah, let's stay vigilant out there. Watch for some warning signs if we do see Bitcoin dominance start to drop tank massively. I'll of course be keeping you guys updated here daily on the channel, and there's really nothing I think is going to happen between today's video and what I'll be covering over the weekend. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. But if you do have any questions about anything I talked about, or just want to join the community for this channel, link to my Discord is in the description down below. Also got a bunch of exchange partners down there, so feel free to use my referral links to sign up to get yourself some nice bonuses and rewards. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.